Hello everyone, this is part 2. We have a lot of information to cover. A lot of it's going to be dry and self-explanatory, but I wish I would have had this information when I started. So let's get going. Bottom left hand corner is my profile button. If you click on that, this is going to give all your information right here, and this is accessible to anyone about you, and you can access this information about anyone else just by clicking on their name. This rifle right here is a pretty good one. Some of the lower rifles don't upgrade as much as this. About upgrading, it's worth knowing that one modification is equivalent to one upgrade. 6 modifications or upgrades equals 1 MK. I didn't know that for the longest time. I wish someone would have told me. Helmets, same concept applies here. Helmets generally do not upgrade as much as rifles do. Statistics, we'll move to that. This is all your stats, cups you won, whatever. Battles you won, lost, whatever, anybody can see this. Squads that you've joined. Oops, let's go back here. Squads that you've joined or people you've invited to join, people that have invited you to join. Let's go down here in the bottom left hand corner where it says edit profile. Okay, these are your avatars here in the center. You can change between those that you've bought free of charge. However, to change your name costs diamonds. And to change your flag, it's interesting that mine's on Austria because it's actually American, but let's say, for example, you want to change it to Austria or Albania. That will cost you diamonds. You can buy custom flags, and once you bought them, it costs no money to change between those. Okay, we'll move on to game settings down in the middle center, bottom, I mean. Okay, you can have the option to change from English to Russian. If you can read, write, understand, comprehend Russian, you can go to the Russian chat room side and see what's going on there, or stay there. It's up to you. Down below that, you'll see where it says sound effects or music. You can turn those on or off. That's up to you. Let me change this back to English so you can read it. On the left, it says credits, information, report a problem, blah, blah, blah. If you're going to report a problem, you click on that right there, and okay, battery's low. If you're going to report a problem, you click on that right there. You're going to need your ID number, which is on the bottom left hand corner, so that the developers know who's having the problem and where to go to fix it. Your Facebook login, that is to refresh your stamina. We talked about that. Below that is reset progress. I would keep your fingers away from that one. No one wants to reset all their hard work that they just did. So let's move on. We've covered that. Let's go to squad. In squad, you're going to have recruits, recruits, soldiers, officers, deputy commanders, and commanders. Recruits cannot go into domination matches. That is what their limitation is. One of their limitations, and for good reason. Recruits may not know the strategies or tactics of a certain squad, so they may stay a recruit until people get them up to speed on that. Also, they may not be equipped to do so. The squad may be willing to let them grow until they are. So that's important, that you understand that. It's not nothing personal. It's just that if you go into a domination match, those of us that were not equipped know that it is a meat grinder. You won't see much of the game, and you'll cost your squad lots of points because you will be killed over and over. Those are top players in there, and they are trying very hard to defend their territory. So it's good to know what that's all about. Soldier, you can enter into domination matches. Officers can promote and demote and also kick out soldiers and recruits. Deputy commanders, commanders can all do that, plus they have squad functions. Commanders have access and authorization to do anything in the squad. Alliance. Okay, so in order to have an alliance, it is not an individual thing, it is a squad thing. Your squad can have an alliance, and what that helps you do as a squad is that helps you in domination matches. Your squad can assist you and also earn diamonds by helping you win domination matches. That's good, but you can't have that squad until you earn the squad cup. I mean, you can't have an ally until you win the squad cup. Excuse me. So we're going to move on to requests. These are people that are going to want to get in your squad. We don't have any right now. We're all full. Edit squad. This is for deputy commanders and commanders. Unless you're wanting to leave the squad, then you can hit that in the lower left-hand corner. So commanders and deputy commanders, they can change certain things. Commanders can change the squad name, but it costs money to do so. Costs diamonds, I mean. You can change it from moderated to open to closed. Really good squads will probably have theirs closed. You can change the post that you want everybody to see when they enter into the squad. You can also change your logo. Logos are surprisingly important. You might think that they're kind of superficial, but if you want people to flock to your squad, you're going to want a good logo. It's definitely worth spending the diamonds on to get. Just so you know. Any changes that you make, you're going to want to hit the Save Changes button on your way out. Otherwise, they won't apply. Achievements. These achievements, you're gonna achieve them whether you want to or not. They're all different kinds of points, diamonds and cash for doing them. Here's a little trick that I do. When you're going for a cup or whatever, and you and someone else are going head to head for it and it's close, I save these ones that are points. Now for my rank, these points right here, these rewards, they're not actually that big. So but they normally are, and especially if you have a bunch of them, I'll wait to use those until the last second, and then I'll unload on them, and it allows me to pass that guy right up. There's a freebie tip for you. I can't give you all my tricks though. Alright, so let's move on. Ratings. Depending on how much points you earn per week, depends on which league you'll be in. You'll still alternate once per week, but each week, you know, there's prizes up at the top, whether it be a cup or diamonds or whatever. You know, for the Premier League, you know, there's the diamond amount that you can win. For the World Cup, you have, if you win the World Cup, you have access to a normally off-limits rifle and helmet that will definitely, without a doubt, give you an edge over your opponents. If you win the Royal Cup, you are granted access to the best rifle and the best helmet that is normally off-limits, that will give you the edge over everyone else. So definitely, when you win the Royal Cup, you've made it in the game. This region one here, this is your flag. This is how you stand in points compared to everyone else with your flag. And the total score, pretty self-explanatory. Since the game was born, this is people with the most points. And total wins since the game was born for squads. This is for the Squad Cup. And when you get this Squad Cup, it grants everyone in your squad access to a normally off-limits rifle and helmet. That allows every single person in your squad to earn hella points and hella cash, hella diamonds. It makes for a very healthy and happy squad. So always be on point with your squad points. This is the Elite Squad right here. The Elite Squad They earn you know, all kinds of diamonds. It's very nice when you're there. Total score, same, you know, whatever. You can find a squad by typing it in there. This friends menu here, which my phone is stuck at the moment, which is awesome. Great, it's frozen up. Okay, so the friends menu. When you click on someone's name, down below it'll say add as friend. They may or may not be your friend, but this is nice because you can track people all in this screen. You can always access this screen. You don't have to look them up, and you can find them and track how they're doing whenever you want to. That's very good to have. Okay, so the next screen, there's a tremendous amount of information here that I don't have time to get into in this video, but there's some very important information here as well. So I will get into that in the next video. So until next time, I'll see you guys then. Later.